Craig here from Your Tech. Welcome to the video. Today we have got 3 products from Fifine. They have sent these out to me to review. I'm going to see if for under £150 you can get decent audio for your setup. First thing I'm going to start with is the headset. This is the H9 wired gaming headset from Fifine. It is 3.5 or USB and it cost $43.99 at the time of filming. I'm going to give it a quick unboxing and let's see what we get. User manual, accessory box. In the little accessories box, you get a USB to 3.5mm cable, which terminates in this little control panel. You've got a 7.1 button for virtual surround sound, volume for the microphone and volume for the headset, and a little rocker for the mute functionality. We have a detachable microphone. When you bend it, it kind of stays where, depending on how acute you bend it, it kind of stays where it is. It's got a little bit of a reflex to it. We'll have a look at that in a bit. And then we have the headphones themselves. It's just 3.5mm audio jack. And we have the headphones. We've got a meter-long cable. You do have this, so you can use it as a USB. But if you wanted to use just the 4-pole 3.5mm, I'm not sure this would be long enough. You'd have to get some kind of extension. It's probably designed to be used USB predominantly because at that point, you have plenty of cable length. The actual headphones themselves, they're folding my ears a little bit because the ear cups are really narrow. Don't know how well you'll see on camera. We've got the removable mic, which we'll test later. Even though we've got a standalone mic, I want to know what this sounds like. And that just plugs in there, which I absolutely love to see. Hopefully these sound good because so far I am not very impressed. I mean, £43 is an aggressive price point for headphones. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully they sound good. Next, we have the audio interface. This is the SC3 Audio Interface with switchable RGB, customized sound effects, and individual channel control. Ooh. In the box, we have user manual of Doom, a bag, Velcro zip tie, love to see that. And we have a USB-C to USB-C or USB-A. I love to see that. That is a great little addition. Second bag, what looks like a 3.5mm to 3.5mm cable. And we've got a 1.5 meter long cable. And we have the actual audio interface. So the audio interface comes with 48-volt phantom power, voice changer, 4 custom buttons, custom A, B, C, or D. I would guess that you can save certain audio presets into that or something. You are able to mute your mic, line in, mute your mic monitoring, and mute line out. You've also got a button called electric. I'm not sure what that does. On the back, we have a USB-C port, line out, headphone, line in, headset, and the XLR. We also have a little switch for a condenser or dynamic microphones and some rubber feet on the bottom, which are fine. Shall I unbox the microphone? There's not going to be any surprises. I've done it once before. Let's unbox it. Used this mic before. It's the stand. There we go. Another Velcro zip tie, let's see that. USB-A to USB-C cable, which at least this cable is a decent length. This is a 6-foot cable, I know that, because I can't reach either end of it. I'm definitely not 6 foot. On the bottom of this mic, you do have the option of USB-C or XLR. The USB is what allows you to use basically all of the functionality, the mute button, the RGB, the volume knobs on the front. So that's the unboxing. I think it's time for us to get this set up and see if my sultry tones can sound any better going from this wireless ME from Rode going to the £150 budget audio setup from Fifine. Let's see if it's any good. We're all set up. I have the Fifine headphones connected to the SC3 Fifine interface, and I have the Fifine AM8 microphone here in front of me connected via XLR. I'm going to record this little bit using the AM8 microphone. There are no filters or anything like that on it. It's been recorded through OBS. I'm recording this using the XLR functionality of the microphone, going into the audio interface, going to load up the new Architects album because it's awesome. And let's give it a listen. Copyright reasons, you won't be able to listen to Everything Ends by Architects, so I will have to play you something different. Hopefully I was smart enough to cut out the dancing. The headset sounds okay. It's not the best quality in the world. The bass is a little bit lacking. I wish the bass was a little bit punchier. The audio interface is incredibly responsive with the volume control, which is really, really nice. I've just turned the mic monitoring on and I'm massively impressed. Like hugely impressed. I've used mic monitoring before and I've never really got on with it very well. There was always a delay that really put me off, so I couldn't talk. Mic monitoring on this, A-star, brilliant, really, really enjoy it. I'm just going to test the volume slider on the microphone now. Let's see how well this quietens. Gone, and now I'm slowly coming back, and now you should be able to hear me at full volume. We also have a mute button. Let's see how that sounds. And when I press it again, I'm back. Very responsive. The buttons are very squishy. Like, you know when you've pressed them, but they're very squishy. I wish there was more of a click, so I knew that I'd pressed it rather than this like squidgy, oh, it's not going any further, therefore I've clicked it kind of feel, which is a bit odd. We have RGB. This changes into loads and loads of different colours. Long press to turn it off. We have a voice changer. I'm not really sure how this is going to work, but apparently this is male.
Now I'm talking in a completely different way, which I can hear in the headphones and sounds ridiculous.
Next we have a female, which just sounds like high-pitched me.
Next we have a robot, which is borderline unlistenable. This one should be the monster, which just sounds like a very deep version of me.
The next one is a baby, which is me on helium.
And lastly, we have Elder, which is like a mix between male and monster.
Long press, and they're off. The customizable buttons are for you to record 15-second clips that you can then play back. So I'm going to try that. I am recording, so I don't know whether this will capture it as an audio input capture or not, but let's try it. Long press until white, and then if I keep holding for 15 seconds, this will record everything I say. And then if I press this and play this back, I should hear it. Till white, and then if I keep holding for 15 seconds, this will record everything I say. I like that a lot. I think that's really cool. I'm not sure what kind of things you could, but I suppose you could long press it and just give it a woo! And then if I press this, give it a woo! You've got a little soundbite, which you can record 4 of. I actually love that for live streaming and stuff like that. Not sure how useful it'll be, but I like it. It's different. The customizable buttons that you can record with, you can record the audio through computer playback, microphone, or line in, which is really cool. Apparently the electric changes the tone. Let's have a quick test. Now, I don't know what kind of difference that will make. I'm guessing that each of these corresponds to a note and apparently will change your voice slightly depending on that note. However, I can't really hear anything different in the headphones while I'm using it, so I don't know if it'll be any different in the recording. You're listening to it. What do you think? Did that change it enough for it to even matter as a piece of functionality? Right then. Next thing I'm going to do is test their headset with the USB. This is 3.5mm audio to USB. We've got some fancy buttons on it, So we'll see how it goes. First, music, back to the Architects album. Buttons for the volume and the 7.1 work flawlessly. Volume up, volume down, volume down. 7.1. Now, all it seems to do when playing music, which is kind of understandable, is it makes it sound a bit louder and kind of sounds like some of the music's coming from different places. Impressed with the little controller. This works really well. I'm going to test the mic. Now we should be able to hear me on the mic. Yes, there we go. So, I'm not sure how this sounds. It can be a little bit convoluted and a little bit confusing as to what to plug into what to get the right feature set that you want whilst you're using it. It works as a USB headset. It is passing through the microphone audio fine. I don't know what it sounds like yet. The audio interface, to start off. £57. I'll be honest, bargain. I think you get a hell of a lot of functionality in this for £57, and I think this would be my choice of budget audio interface. This thing is the easiest audio interface I've ever used. It is basically plug and play. I had zero issues with it. I plugged it in, the system automatically set it up as a speaker, and everything just worked. The sliders are really nice, so much better than having volume knobs. They're just more responsive. It feels better just pushing these up and down. It's a very responsive unit. When you press mute, it mutes instantly. When you hit mic monitor, you can hear yourself instantly, which I love. If your microphone needs it, it has 48 volt phantom power, which is fantastic. It's got RGB lights, voice changer, and this tone changer thing, but to be honest, it just feels gimmicky. Because this is marketed at gamers, it kind of feels like that functionality has been forced onto it to try and appeal more to gamers. Myself, I don't really like that. There are people, I'm sure, that would use it, especially when live streaming, to put a funny voice on and stuff. However, it's not really for me. The custom buttons where you can record little sound bites and have them play back, I think that's fantastic. That is such a great idea on an audio interface. Another thing that I really like about this is that all of the interface is on the back. Everything that you plug into it is on the back. One of the things I hate most about my audio interface is the XLR plugs in the front. So I've got this ugly big ass cable that comes round and out on my desk, and it does my head in. So getting something like this where I can just run the cables, put it there, all the cables just disappear behind the back, you can't see them. I really do like that. I'm impressed with this. Again, bit gimmicky, bit gamery. The voice changer, tone and RGB, I'm not that bothered about, but the rest of it, brilliant functionality. Can't say better things about it. Highly, highly recommend that. If you're looking for an audio interface and you've got around £60 to spend, that is a winner for me. Next, the mic. This is going to be a very short section. I've already done a full review of this mic, which I'll put a pin thing up wherever. For the money, this is a great little mic. This is the same price as the audio interface. I think it's $56.99 or something like that at the time of filming. For the money, to have XLR and USB functionality in it is brilliant. You've got knobs and mute button and RGB. I really like this mic. Some of the functionality you can only use via USB. For the money, good. The only thing I will say is remember that it is an end addressing dynamic mic. Good little mic, under 60 quid, absolute bargain. The headset, there's a few problems with this in my opinion that if Fifine do a second revision, I would like to see fixed. First one, make this longer, because if you want to use the audio interface with this, which I think if somebody's watching this video, they want the entire audio setup, so they're going to be looking for a headset they can use with the audio interface. This ain't long enough. You've got to go out and buy an extension if you want to use this with the audio interface, because it doesn't take USB. This is way too short. It feels cheap. Really does feel cheap. The adjustment on it is fine. You get nice little satisfying clicks when you adjust it. Putting it on your head, adjusting it's fine, but it's not that comfortable. The ear cups are too small. Padding at the top is way too soft, so you can just feel the plastic and metal underneath it straight away. I would have liked to have seen a bit firmer foam in there. The only real upside to it is the price is cheap. It's only £45. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure I saw it on sale not long ago for about 30 quid. For 30 quid, if that's all you've got to spend, the sound is good enough for 30 quid. The bass ain't brilliant, but the actual sound itself is okay. It's just not the most comfortable for me, at least. If you're using it via USB and you're not using an audio interface, the wire length ain't an issue, because the USB adapter for it is really long. Like, it's 6 foot long. A little bit disappointed with the headset, the mic and the audio interface, however, definitely good buys. Thank you very much for watching. There's going to be 2 more videos that pop up here. Feel free to give them a watch if you enjoyed the video. And as always, like, subscribe and all that good stuff. And I shall see you on the next one.